Year 2000.
Year 2000.
Yeah, no, he's a good full manager, though.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Liza? It's only 2 more days now to one of the most monumental moments in history, isn't it?
Varney, the Millennium happened half an hour ago.
No. I mean Monday, 5 o'clock, Blue Peter. They're going to open that box they buried in 1972, aren't they?
Oh, Varney, it's going to be fantastic. I wonder what's in
I'll
it.
tell you exactly what's going to be there. A dead tortoise with Fred written on it.
We're on.
I'm Johnny Bourne.
I'm Liza.
It's the year 2000! Yes, absolutely right.
Yeah, everybody.
Are you all up for it?
Oh, we are. We're right up for it.
Let's grab this
We're
beast
here
by the
to
balls.
lead you through this very first morning of the new millennium with the biggest breakfast ever, and we're live on air till 9 o'clock.
Do you know what? It's a privilege. It's a privilege to work 8.5 hours on the biggest day. It is. It's a privilege. Yes. Right, Ken? Anyway, even though we'll be with you for the next 8.5 hours, there's still hardly enough time to fit in all the fantastic features we've got lined up for you on this morning's show. It is a resolution-wrecking, millennium humdinger of a show, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, all the other channels are nipping off to all sorts of godforsaken spots around the world to mark this very memorable occasion. We feel that this special night is your night. Yeah. Which is why we've got a whole host of special outside broadcasts to visit all over the country.
That's right. It's more patriotic to stay in Britain, and it's a darn sight cheaper.
Yep. Oh, we've got a host of great guests who fought tooth and nail to get an invite to join us here in the house, and from top stand-up comic Lee Evans.
Lee Evans, ladies and gentlemen, is joining us in the house to top sit-down negotiator Mo. We'll be joining our special Millennium Night dinner party debate just as soon as she knocks off from her duties at the Dome, ladies and gentlemen.
You see?
And we'll be joined throughout the night by loads of other celebs, none of whose big parties plans fell out at the last minute, honestly. They really want to be here first. We'll also be presenting our inaugural biggest breakfast ever Millennium Awards.
Oh, that's good.
We're going to be honouring the movers and shakers, the big people who matter for the last 1,000 years, ladies and gentlemen. Many of whom could be here tonight.
Oh, Johnny, there's so much here in this pesky show, I think we need to stop and take a breath.
Yeah, Benny said it was a shit joke, and it is. OK, throughout the night we'll be bringing you an astonishing collection of clips from the best 7 years of the whole Big Breakfast, including a whole hour of Jenny McCarthy, ladies and gentlemen.
And when it gets really, really late, I'll be giving Varney a right good grilling.
Yes.
In his first ever TV
First day
interview.
TV interview, we will be keeping that extremely shallow. And if that wasn't enough, which let's face it, it is, we'll also be playing our biggest ever competition here on the biggest breakfast ever. One lucky viewer tonight will have their debts, all of them, the mortgage, the credit card, the lot, the car, the farm, paid off by us.
Yeah.
We're going to pay off the lot and win financial freedom in our Money Mad Millennium competition. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, yes, you do. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, yes, you do.
Right now,
And on
we've
and
got
on.
another little bit of history here with the biggest breakfast ever. We've got the news and weather of the new millennium. It's Kelly Dalglish.
Hello, and here's the news on Saturday, the 1st of January 2000. And the celebrations are at last underway. If you just got in, these were the scenes in London nearly 40 minutes ago when midnight struck. Well, there have been lots of fireworks across the world, but the government promised that these in London were the biggest. And of course, there was the River of Fire. Well, we'd heard that it would travel along the Thames at 650 miles an hour, the speed at which the Earth revolves around itself. Sadly, it doesn't seem to have happened quite to plan. We'll let you know what happened as soon as we know. Meanwhile, up in Edinburgh, they're enjoying what is, we're told, the world's biggest Hogmanay street party, with around 180,000 people packed into the city centre for the magic moment. Things have been equally spectacular across Europe and the rest of the world. These were the scenes in Bethlehem, birthplace of Jesus, and the place where it all started. The stroke of midnight saw 2,000 doves of peace released into the manger, while tens of thousands of celebrating Palestinians looked on. And in Paris, a panel on the Eiffel Tower that was supposed to show the countdown to midnight failed to work, but the fireworks still looked pretty amazing. So as you can see at the moment, it's looking like one giant fireworks competition, and we'll be bringing you the best and worst of it all from around the world throughout the night. Well, that's it for the moment at 12:42. Back now to Johnny and Liza.
Kelly Dalglish, ladies and gentlemen, our news lady for the night. How are you, Kelly? You think you can handle this marathon innings?
I certainly can. I think it's the first New Year I've been sober.
You're not on your own there, kid.
Actually, I don't know. It's quite funny to be drunk and reading the news.
Well, let's hope nothing hellish
In the
happens,
70s, they all were. Anyway, Kelly Dalglish,
Thank you
she's
very
with us
much,
throughout the
Kelly.
night. That's a guarantee. Did you have a nice Christmas, incidentally?
I had a lovely Christmas, thanks. Yeah, very busy.
Busy? Well, what were you up to then?
That would be telling.
Okay.
Playing the game.
Liza, happy Christmas. Did you have a good Christmas?
I had a lovely Christmas.
We may as well let you in on it. We pre-recorded all those shows in the last We weren't really here at all.
It was so lovely.
Come on, let's come to it. It's the first time. I'm sorry, but they were. We haven't seen each other until Christmas. But can I say, gang, it's lovely to see you all. Happy Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody else. Because they are the greatest team in the world. We've been watching everyone else attempt live television all week, but this lot do it every day with the same sort of uselessness. No, you're the best. You're the best. Jenny, maybe a spin round, show them all at home there. There we go. Lovely moment. Lovely moment. You're the best. You're the best. Okay, how did you spend Christmas?
Tarby Towers.
Tarby
safe to
Towers.
say.
Nice Christmas.
A couple of glasses of red went down my neck. And when the kids want me to play Pokemon,
Did you play Pokemon?
Auntie Lee's asked them to go and ask somebody else.
Can I ask you a question? What is Pokemon?
Oh, it's, don't get me on that. We haven't got long.
Because first time I heard Pokemon, I thought it sounds a bit dodgy
Oh, it's
sexually.
lovely. It's really lovely.
What, you got to chat about me? I got Pokemon.
And obviously, I'm wearing this because my niece told me I had to.
Oh.
But,
I made a bit of a. I'm afraid I made a bit of a ricket on Christmas Eve
Adam
myself.
Rickett?
A bit of an Adam.
Did you?
Yeah, I made a bit of an Adam. You know Ed, a chap I write with Ed. He came round to my house Christmas Eve, and Peter means it's my father-in-law. He left all the wine for Christmas Day at my house.
With Eddie London
Yeah, 8
coming
bottles
round.
of really good claret, and we, do you know what, we did the lot, and it was a really bad move on Christmas
8
Day because
bottles?
8 bottles between the
You
two
must
of us.
have a liver the size of Sark.
Yes, I have. But it's all in proportion. Yeah. Do you know what? This is the biggest ever. Anyone else have a Christmas where there's anything relevant to talk about? Not that either of us have. But has anyone here had a Christmas where there's anything relevant to talk about? Shed, was it busy at the hi-fi shop? You obviously working.
I went
to
New York.
DX119 with a subwoofer, please, Shed. No, it's a lovely shirt-tight combo. Shed, ladies and gentlemen, he says. Anyway, do you know what? This is the biggest ever breakfast, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it is.
We've got the biggest ever prize in our dosh delivering competition. Oh, no, you don't.
Oh,
yes, you do. No, because it's spelled O-O-W-E. It's crucial. It's actually, let me just give you the syntax here. It's O, question mark.
Oh.
No, you don't, because O, no, you don't. Not if you win this competition.
Somebody is going to have all their debts written off for the
Absolutely
Millennium,
right.
which is a lovely
all debts,
thing,
credit
isn't
card,
it?
mortgage, cut, everything.
Yeah.
The farm. Our DIY guru, Richard Randall, is going to be jetting around the country with contestants. That's just a bit of gossip, it's nothing to do with the competition. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, actually, let's meet up with him right now.
It's not too late to
Shall we
enter.
find out where Richard Randall is?
Here's Richard Randall, and it is not too late to enter.
Oh, look at him.
Richie, how are you, mate?
Happy New Year, everybody at the house. I miss you so much.
You look a bit strange on there.
Yeah, he does. Is there some kind of... I'm just going to get the technical news here from our producer. What's the deal there? How it's an ISDN line, this is, so that really is the miracle communication cable of the future. Look at that.
Well, there is no Millennium bug unless this was yesterday.
Yes.
Hey.
So, Richie, what are you going to be up to, Richie? Give us the gen.
Let me suck it to you. I'm going to be flying around the country. Now, I've got a bit of a map here for a bit of a demonstration. Now, at this moment in time, I'm in Glasgow in Prestwick, and I'm then going to be flying in my own private jet, which is, as you can see behind me, to Manchester, and then to Coventry, and then to Stansted. Now, you might be asking why. Well, at each of these airports, we are going to be playing a classic big breakfast game, like Such of the Day, the Triviata, Countdown, and Gagging Force.
They're not
Now,
games,
we
they're
have
old
randomly
friends.
selected...
Don't interrupt.
We have randomly selected 3 contestants at each of those destinations, and we are going to be going to each of those airports and testing them. I'm taking a winner from each airport with me on my private jet. I'm going to be a trolley dolly to their every need. We are going to be cruising in the air around the country, and then we're going to be flying them to the studio. So there'll be 4 contestants that we shall fly to the studio, where they shall play the grand competition of Oh, No You Don't. And they...
Yes, you do.
Oh, no you don't.
Oh, go on then. Oh, yes, you do.
Well, we shall get them to the studio where they shall have the chance to have all of their debts paid off. One lucky winner will have all of their debts paid off.
It's like watching Max Headroom, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Rich, we know you're doing sterling work there. We'll reiterate those rules later,
And do you know what? Where's the private jet? It's behind! Okay. Little Richard Randall there, ladies and gentlemen. How about that?
But we must say...
In a blazer and tie. He's worn a blazer and tie.
It's still not too late to enter that competition.
No.
And here's how you could do just that.
Have a look.
Bills piling up, drowning in debt. Wish you could start the new millennium with a clean slate? Well, don't worry if you thought you'd missed the chance to have your debts cleared, because you've still got time to enter our Millennium competition. Oh, no you don't, courtesy of jungle.com, the place to shop online for home entertainment and computers. We're flying 4 people down to the house to play in the grand final, but we're also looking for a 5th contestant to play our terrific competition live on the phone from the comfort of their own home. So call now for a once-in-a-lifetime chance to clear your debts and play our fantastic Millennium competition. Oh, no you don't. For your chance of winning, just answer the following question. Millennium is the Latin word meaning A, 1000, B, hangover, or C, a party. And call 0900 122 9900 with your answer.
We're with our clipboards going to the phone room.
Here we are. Okay, do you know what? This is our phone room. It's going to be open all night. Lisa, tell them what's going to be happening in this
We
phone room.
actually want to hear from you. Have you bumped into a celebrity?
Yeah, all right, keep it down. Don't overham it.
Celebrating. Or have you bumped into a celebrity salivating? If you have, we want to hear from you. Did you sleep through Big Ben's bongs?
Did you?
I know I have. And wake up to find you missed the big moment? Have you been the victim of a Millennium rip-off?
I don't think so.
Oh, I hope not. Have you already broken your resolution or done something really embarrassing? If so, let us all know, because we'd like the laugh.
We'd love a laugh, wouldn't
Yeah.
we?
We've got a new number, actually.
Okay, here's the new number. Bring it in. Here we go.
Here we are. Take this
020
down.
8985 all the ones. Let's practice this. It's 020 8985 all the ones. Or you can fax on 020 8985 all the twos. Or email that doesn't change. bigBreakfast@channel4.com. How about
That's what
that?
we want.
We've also got our very own Millennium Bug, I think. Come through here. Is he here?
Where is he?
There's the Millennium Bug.
Oh, what have they
And the
done
Millennium
to
Bug
you?
has successfully filled the expansive gap left by the departure of the webmaster. How are you?
Rather nice.
Any trouble on the net?
Well, I've just been chatting to a few people who are watching the show, and apparently Hotmail, which is like an email provider's been hacked, and sort of gone down.
It's gone down?
Yeah. So
That's quite interesting.
great news from the web there.
Yeah. First thing
Well,
I've
it's
heard.
exciting, isn't it? I believe there's murder in Japan already, but more of that later, or on the BBC if you want that kind of news.
Yeah, absolutely
Plus,
right.
there's our round-the-clock helpline team. Obviously, I've had a glass of champagne.
Yeah,
just
okay,
go
right.
with
Okay,
me for a
just
minute.
fine.
Do you need a taxi? Do you need fresh air? Do you need first aid? Do you need a fresh pair of trousers?
Fresh air?
Yeah. What's the
If you
Come
need
see it,
fresh air,
Margot.
give us a call.
What's the best way to get vomit stains out your mum's duvet cover before she gets back from your auntie?
Or even before she gets
Any
out of bed.
that, we are the people to ring, okay?
Okay.
For all these problems and any other queries you
Also,
may have,
can I say another thing? If you'd like to really wish Happy New Year to someone who you are
Yeah.
miles away from,
we'll do that for you.
do it. Just get us on the net and we'll
Or
get it
in
all
fact,
up.
in the
Fantastic.
new phone,
touch the
phone
Parkinson's
number
there.
there,
Okay.
which is there, of course, murder us. They're all the numbers.
You're right there.
020-8985. All the ones. Okay, that is what you can do if you've got any problems of any kind.
Okay, now,
here are
as
the
we've already...
writers.
Joe, there's so much noise in here. It's
I
quite,
know it is,
it's quite
it's
hard to think. Are
extraordinary.
you really speaking to people? Are you hamming it up like this on World of Sport? And on
No,
Watch
they're
Dog?
talking.
Oh, they're actually talking. That's
and
nice.
read.
Okay, now, as we've already mentioned, we've got a whole host of outside broadcast units dotted around the country. It's time now to meet up with them and find out just what they've planned for the rest of the night. First of all, let's go to the an old friend of the Big Breakfast. I know you'll off with me as we go over to...
Good morning and Happy New Year to you. Hey, yes, wherever you are, whether you're at work or whether you're at home, I hope you're enjoying the show and a Happy New Millennium to you. Where am I? Well, as we usher in a brave new millennium, a brave new era for civilization, what better way to celebrate than to be at the Punjab Paradise? An Indian restaurant in the Balti Belt of Birmingham. Yes, indeed, the Egyptians may be taking majestic cruises down the Nile. Indeed, the Aussies may be watching fireworks over Sydney Harbour. We're going to be celebrating 100% the true British way of a curry in a pint! Rounding it off with a night out at one of Birmingham's top night spots, Sunday Central. I'll be getting my stilettos on, my handbag, my glad rags, and having a bit of a dance. Later on here, we'll be finding out who can eat the hottest curry in town. That's it for the moment from the Punjab Paradise. We'll see you later. It's back to the house.
This is proper, isn't it? This is the real deal. There's no local dancers giving it the chumba. There's none of that here. There's men eating curry. In the Punjab Paradise, a proper celebration of British culture.
You know what?
Don't yawn at the back. Okay.
We are also joined by another old friend.
Could there be more old friends?
Oh, there's several old friends tonight, I think.
Okay, who's his next old friend?
Keith Chegwin.
No, please don't cheer. Don't cheer, throw money. A very good evening to you. How you doing? Happy New Year! Can I just ask the whole of the house, have you missed me?
I've missed you,
You're
and I
a
wasn't
bunch of
even here when
liars.
you were here.
Hey, look. I can hardly hear a thing with you lot. A very good evening to you. Richard might be in a curry house, but we're somewhere very special tonight because we are going to ring the changes. We're going to quieten down the mood just a little bit because I am in North London. I'm at the Royal Free Hospital, and we're here in a celebration sort of mode to celebrate the people who are working at New Year. That's all the doctors, the nurses. They've got patients in there. In fact, this is one of the busiest accident emergency units in the country. Throughout the year, they get around about 62,000 patients through these very doors. And look, we've got a very happy moment at the moment, because come over you two. We've got Jade and Jamie. Tell Johnny and Lisa back in the studio your good news.
I just had a baby sister.
Oh, brilliant. Look, big cheers from the house. Are you happy about that?
Yeah, great.
You're right. Is your nice and little wrinkly and cuddly?
Yeah, she's really tiny as well.
Oh, brilliant. Hey, that's the good news. We'll hopefully have more good news during the course of the evening. But Johnny and Lisa, you do get some very odd characters around here. Just have a look at this guy here. I don't think I want to mess with him. We'll see you later.
Okay.
Checkers, can I just ask you, what time exactly was that? Was their baby sibling born?
What time was your little sister born?
6 minutes past 8.
Oh, brilliant. And
Relax, everyone. It's not the
You're
first
going to have to
Millennium
buy her a
baby.
present.
It's all right, relax. It's 6 minutes past 8. It's not so incredible.
Are you going to be playing games, Keith?
No, It's amazing.
I know it is, Cheggers.
He's
I know it is. I'm
joking.
just being hard-edged.
Are you going to be playing games, etc.?
Yeah, we got games, we got competitions, we might have a sing-song a little bit later on, and who knows, I might be doing a few card tricks, taking off my clothes, that sort of thing.
Nice one. What I'm hoping is that maybe doctors have a stitching race and stuff like that. But I think how traditional is this? Again, what's what we've done here? Curry house, accident and emergency. What could be more traditional and symbolic of a good British night out than that? Do you see that? Do you see that?
It's
Do you see
clever.
that?
It's very clever.
It's
Do you know
clever,
what?
it's traditional.
No show is going to be complete without
What?
Richard Bacon.
No.
Where are
The
you?
quality keep coming.
Where are you and why do you look a bit scared?
He's your little pet, isn't
I
he? He's your little
love
pet.
Rich, Happy New
I'm
Year.
working in the shadow of legends. And that just frightens me, quite frankly.
Really?
Listen, we're live today.
Richie, I just want to get the
What
whole
are you
house.
saying?
I'm going to get the whole house to tell you Happy New Year because it's an exciting thing. It's one of the things. Could we just say Happy New Year, Richard, and... Happy New Year! Why? Because they love you, that's why.
Thank you. Can I just say a Happy New Year to everyone back in the house? I can't do an early bit of naming and shaming.
Yeah.
Can I do an early bit of naming and shaming?
Yeah,
Go on then.
Look at this. Look, someone gave me this watch about a year and a half ago. I want to name
hello.
and shame Accurist. Have a look at this. It's a Millennium countdown watch. I've had it for a year and a half, and every day people have said to me, Richard, what will happen at midnight on Millennium Eve when it's finished counting down? I wondered, I was excited, and it stopped on Thursday. It died.
Name and shame, Richard. Richie.
What are you doing by that wall?
Let me tell you, I'm getting very excited. I'll tell you what we're doing today. On last week's show, we put out a lot of adverts saying, if you'd like us to gate crash your Millennium Party, then please write in.
Yep.
A lot of people wrote in. Nobody knows that we're here. No one knows we're actually coming. But let me say this. I'm going to have to remove a glove to do this, because I can't use my cards. Here we go. Let me tell you, Louisa Holden from Somerset. We're not gate crashing your party. Anne Jones from Swansea, it's not you. Kevin Sue Hampson from Warrington, it's not you. And Michelle Morris, it's not you. Do you want to know who it is? Do you? Yes. Come on then. Let me tell you this. We're actually in a street in the north of England. It's a delightful town. To some people it may seem ordinary, but they've had fireworks displays to rival those above the Thames in London. There may have been only a few solitary rockets, but they were momentous, they were moving, they were exciting. This is the house. Never before have I gate crashed a house late at night. We are, of course, aware that bad language may follow shortly. We'll keep that in check. I don't think they can hear me. There's a lot of people. Hi there, Richard Bacon, Big Breakfast. How are you, mate? Get rid of those. How are you, mate? Happy New Year. Let's point out to the camera. We've got Dorothy here. Let's go. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Come through. Turn it off. Turn it off. Hello. Just turn it off. Hello there, Richard Bacon, Big Breakfast. Shush. Shush. Which ones? Look, listen, guys. You've got BBC One on. I'm turning that off. Listen, guys. Quiet down. Quiet down. Shush. No, please. Shush. Listen. I know you're a bit drunk, but we've got viewers. They're not all drunk. Listen. Where's Sharon? Where's Sharon? Sharon! Okay. Now listen. Sharon nominated this party. We lied to her. We told her we weren't coming to the party. We're here.
Shirley, I'm Shirley.
Okay, Shirley. Now listen, guys, listen to me, please be quiet. Throughout the day on television today, Sharon, guys, please. Hello, Sharon, all right?
Hi, Richard Bacon. Sarah is such a liar. She told me this wasn't happening.
This is Sarah from our office. She said
Sarah,
lying. Now,
liar.
guys, listen. I want everyone to be quiet now. Okay, during the course of today on television, there have been a lot of dull and drab outside broadcasts from around the world. Things change. Okay, now listen, guys. Later on today, we're going to do something. We're going to do a full nudity Millennium streak. One or many of you could be taking part in that. We're going to be here until about 6. Yes, we're doing it.
Don't be ridiculous.
No, we're doing it.
You're being ridiculous.
No, I'm not. I'm being realistic and I'm being reasonable.
Ridiculous.
Listen, I'm heading back to the breakfast house.
There's not such a thing.
There's a lot of drunks here. No, I'm leaving. That's it from us. I can tell you actually in Barnsley. Join us later. Back to the house.
Richard Bacon, afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Truly, we are not worthy. Give it up, please, for Cheggers, Richard Orford, Richard Bacon, and Richard Randall. Oh, do you know what it is? It's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment of riches.
Fabulous.
Do you know, we're going to take a break right now. We've got all this stuff to come this morning on the show. Have a look what Private Pike's got here. We've got an award show celebrating the last 1,000 years. That's happening at 2 a.m. I'll be telling all at 4:45, though that's looking like it's shutting down a bit there, owing to the fact that, well, I don't think it'll be very suitable at that time in the morning. Sorry, is that too wide a stance? I don't know. Jenny McCarthy, the highlights from her glorious... the reason we're showing that, not only it was very funny, but also she cost us a fortune. We feel we want to get every bit of money out of that one. Then we've got the game show finale, where someone is going to have all their debts wiped out. That's Oh No You Don't. Oh, yes, you do! A little bit later in this morning, though. Right now, though, we're going to take a break. Back in a couple of seconds. Do not leave your big breakfast. We're the only quality live broadcasting service that can bring you the show you want on New Year's Eve. Don't go away. Yeah!